guys, so for today's video I thought we'd do a crying glitter look. Basically I have this pigment and it is super gorgeous, and I was like, if I cry anything it'd be this or tiny diamonds. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I haven't done anything like this ever, so I'm a little bit nervous for how it's going to turn out, but yeah, we're going to do some like purple, maybe purpley pink kind of cut crease, and then we'll do the tears, and I think it's going to look super cute. So I've already done my eyebrows. They're not the best at the minute, but I've tried to go for more straight brow lately. It's something I prefer. I know it's still a little bit more down. I'm thinking taking just a teensy bit more off, but we'll get into that another day. So I'm going to take the MAC Oh Darling, so this is the extra diminished skin finish, and I'm just going to highlight the brow bone. So I'm going to take that on a Chrome Brush C510, and we're just going to obviously put that underneath the brow. So I've just stuck tape down so I can get the gist of where I'm going to do the eyeshadow and stuff. So I'm going to take the Certifeye palette, so this is the Infinity palette, and yeah, I don't know why I took a long pause there. I'm going to start off, I don't know whether or not, like, because they have some gorgeous purples. I think we're going to start off by taking this one here. And I'm going to take that on the Spectrum B06. And we're just going to run that through the crease. I didn't put eyeshadow base down. Oh, I'm here now. So I'm going to blend this out. So I'm going to take the Chrome Brush. So this is just a duo fibre blending brush. And I'm just going to further blend that through. Obviously, you can take eyeshadow base. Like I said, I just forgot. But I'm going to cut the crease and stuff anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. Then on the Spectrum ASM, we're going to go down a shade into this one. And we're going to really pack that on in the socket. So taking it on its side and just going straight through into the, well, it's like the socket area, I call it. Further blend that out again with the Chrome Brush. Take more of that first shade, which was Zara that we took. Just run that back through as well. Just further blend that through again. Then on a cotton bud, I'm just going to take some Garnier Micellar water, and I'm just going to clean up some of the mess. So obviously we're going to cut the crease, but it's just easier because I want a clean base and I don't want anything to sort of mesh with it. So I'm just going to remove the majority of it, of what I sort of can guess from where my crease sits. Then to cut the crease, I'm going to take the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. So this is in N-Light 1. I'm just going to take a dollop of it on the back of my hand and go ahead and just cut the crease with it. So I like to take it on a Peaches and Cream PC51 brush, place the product down, look up, and where this line is where we're going to cut our crease to. And when I get to the outer corner, I like to lick it so it makes this wing. I can do this all the time where I literally take it too high up, so obviously it doesn't match the rest of it. So what I do is I literally just wipe it away and go back into the colour. I do this all the time. I always seem to do it with this eye as well. Like I literally look, it's such a good technique to do it, but honestly sometimes I do it and it is so frustrating. I think I need to start more over here and look up rather than right in the centre. So I'm just going to take away that blob. Then we can just go back in and add same colours. I just like to take a brush, so this is from Kyma Cosmetics, and I just like to sort of pack out the concealer. My eyelids have been like super oily lately, but I love the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. So that's what I'm going to use today. I've been using the Anastasia primer and it's so good, but it dries so fast. Like, you have to work really quick with it and sometimes it's just frustrating because you're like, right, put this down quick and go. Whereas if you use a concealer, you've just got more leeway with it. Okay, so I'm going to go another shade down and take this one. So I'm going to take it on the Spectrum A17. It's a nice angled brush. And we're just going to draw a line in just to really deepen it up and make it look like nice and crisp and purple. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to buff that out. So I'm going to take the Crown Brush C431. But I'm not going to buff it down because obviously we don't want to buff it down into the concealer. We're going to like buff it up, just so it looks more blended. Then set lidded, I'm just going to take this like matte, it's like off-white. I'm just going to take it on the Spectrum A16 and we're just going to place that over where the concealer is. And I'm just going to take a Real Techniques fine liner brush, take that same shade and just really keep that line quite close, just so it looks nice and crisp and purple there. Okay, so I've just removed the tape. Obviously I need to clean up, but I'm going to do that off camera as well as apply lashes and mascara. So I'm going to take the KVD Go Big or Go Home mascara. So in the previous videos, obviously she no longer owns it, so I'm happy to use her products. And then I'm going to take the lashes. So these are from Lash Dupe and these are in the style Ghosted. So I love like, well, they're hanging off in the minute, but that sort of, I don't want to take them out and it falls out, but that short and then winged out effect. So I'm going to do that off camera, come back and we'll do the rest. Okay, so my lashes are on, so now we're going to move on to base. So I'm going to take the Nip and Fab Rose Gold Essence and I'm just going to put that on the face. And just rub that in. Has anyone else's skin been like super crappy? Like mine's been so bad. Like it's getting really oily, which I'm like slightly oily. I wouldn't say like too bad, but it's like really bad lately. Then for foundation, I'm going to take the Beauty Blender foundation. So this is Bounce and this is in the shade 1.30. I do prefer a more warmer foundation. It's just what I like. I hate pink and I hate neutral. I feel like it just makes me look grey. I'm taking it on a Beauty Blender as well. So for concealer today, I'm going to take the Hourglass. So this is the Vanish Seamless Concealer. So this is in the shade Birch. And this is light, like it is super bright for me. I don't usually go this light, but I love this concealer. So I'm just going to take it just in the inner corners. Dough for applicator is literally so soft. Taking it on the forehead, down the nose. So I'm going to leave the chin just because I've had a few little breakouts going on. So we're going to let that sit there and do its thing for a little while before we go ahead and blend it out. I'm not going to take the Beauty Blender though, I'm going to take the Hourglass. So this is the Seamless Concealer brush, I believe. There's no name on it. I think there's literally only one brush that looks like this. But yeah, we're going to wait first just to let it air dry a bit and then we'll go ahead and blend that out. So now I'm just going to blend that out. So I'm going to take, like I said, the Hourglass brush. Then for powder, I'm going to take the Hourglass. So this is the Ambient Lightening Powder in Dim Light. And I'm going to take it on a Tati Beauty. So this is a mini blender full. And we're just going to load the little blender full up with powder. Like so. And I'm just going to tap out my under eye just to make sure it's nice and smooth. And then just take the blender full and just pat that on underneath. I have just completely and utterly darkened that with that powder. That's, yes, I should have set it with the translucent powder and then gone in with that. That's my mistake. There's not a lot I can do apart from have like a very dark under eye on this side. I'm just going to take a brush instead on this eye. I should really even it out, but I don't really want to. Just going to take that on the T-zone as well. I might have to remove it. It's going to be a right pain. Yeah, I'm going to have to take it off because it's doing my head in. So I'm just going to take a cotton round and a bit of micellar water and just remove that, because it's just, you can see the huge difference. Yeah, fix it. I'm just going to take a little bit more of the foundation, just go back over that area. By the way, I did take the rest of the powder and set the T-zone with it. It's just, yeah, that was not looking cute with how much powder that was under there. I feel like, I love Hourglass, but this product here is one of those things that I'm so unsure of. Like, I keep using it and I'm like, yeah. But I think it's okay when you set it with powder and then just put it on just like as a little kiss of like, I don't know, like this sort of sheerness. I wouldn't recommend it like I done it, clearly, because you saw what happened. I'm just going to take the concealer again and just put that back on the under eye. I'm just going to wait for that to dry, blend it out, and then instead I took the Crown Brush C530 and I just dipped it in and then I just set it, and then obviously this is what we have. Like, it looks perfectly okay now. You know, mistakes happen in makeup and you got to do what you got to do. Then for contour, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Megaglo contouring palette. Just looks like so. So I'm going to mix both of these shades on the Real Techniques contour brush, and this was in the shade, didn't say, Dulce de Leche. I like just mixing in both, but just because I feel like it powders it down a bit, like it's not too contoured. So I'm just going to take that around the cheeks and the forehead. Then I'm going to take this. So this is from Benefit and this is the Cheekathon palette. This is super old. They make different ones all the time. All of the shades you can get. I'm just going to take Holla from the palette, which is this one. Yeah, obviously it's just cheaper to buy this than it was to buy individual ones. And I'm going to take that on the Spectrum CO7. I do hate how this smells. It's disgusting. I hate it. Then for highlight, I'm going to go back into the MAC Extra Diminish something other. So this is Oh Darling again. I'm just going to take that on a Crown Brush C529. Just put that on the tops of the cheeks. And a little bit on the Cupid's bow. Then on the Spectrum A12, I'm going to take a little bit of that on the inner corners and down the nose as well. So for blush, I'm going to go back into the Benefit palette and I'm going to take Rockateur, which is this shade at the top. I do still have the brushes here, it's just if I lift it up it falls out. I used to love this blush, I used to wear it all the time, and yeah, I'm just going to rock this one today. So I'm just going to blush up the cheeks. I'm just going to set the face, so I'm going to take the Revolution Hyaluronic Hydrating Essence Spray. It doesn't really set the face, it just sort of refreshes it. So if you've had like a lot of powders and stuff, it's just a nice like refreshing spray just to really, don't know. I just like how it looks. It's all like just melts into one. I'm going to take the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. So I thought we'd do the lips before we move on to the glitter. So I'm going to take the Spectrum Zodiac lipstick. So this is in the shade Nova. Yes, I used a different shade. I didn't actually use Element this time. This is super beautiful. It's like this pinky cool tone nude. Oh, it's just really nice. Obviously on my crusty old lips this is going to go on. And then I'm just going to take the Peaches and Cream lip gloss. So this is in the shade Diamond, and I'm just going to put that on top. So now we're going to move on to the tears. So I was like, do I mix the glitter in with water and then sort of drop it onto the face so it looks like the tears like coming down? Or do we draw in tears? Because I have an old dropper from the Nip and Fab bottle that I could sort of wash out and maybe use that, but I don't know, let's try and draw. I feel like drawing's the safest option because either way, if this don't go right, it'll get ruined. So I'm just going to take the Suva Hydra liner. So this is in Space Panda. Why do I want to say Space Baby? And I'm just going to obviously wet my brush because it's almost like a face paint. So I'm just going to take that on the Real Techniques fine liner brush. It is clean. I've like got rid of the purple that was on it from earlier. Let's draw in tears, I guess. God, I don't know how we're going to do this, but we're going to work it out. I'm almost drawing like a bubble kind of thing. Okay, so I feel like we've got our tears on, so I think I'm going to mix this. So this is the Zara Holographic pigment in Earthful, and I can't really show you in the tube because of how it's shaped, but if it will focus for me, you might be able to see it. No, you just don't want to behave. Come on. Oh yeah, so it looks like this. So it's literally holographic. Obviously if you go to their website, I'll link, not their website, their Instagram, I'll link their Instagram below, and you can see like loads of like swatches. They do some really pretty stuff where they just put it on, they're dipping it in brushes, they're blowing it everywhere. Oh, it's fantastic. So I'm just going to mix a bit of this. I'm just going to take it wet first, I think. So I'm taking that Real Techniques fine liner brush. I've just wiped away the white. And we're just going to sort of fill the... So obviously I'm just going to finish off the other eye, but first of all I just wanted to apply mascara to the lower lash line on this one because we are finished. So this was the KVD Go Big or Go Home, so I'm just going to quickly do that, but you're going to see none of it, you're going to see the top of my head. And then this is the completed look. So I think it's super cute, maybe festival season when it does arrive, or if it does arrive, or maybe we just want to cry glitter. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Alright,